The meteorite hit. There was four tiny meteorites, all come from the same asteroid. So right now we have the one that hit. One hit all four biomes, different magnet radiuses, so it all hit differently. The COVID be hitting different. 2021, and it hit. And the asteroid hit. It did not damage in short term, but in the long run, I mean, like, for longer, it did a lot of damage because the lava burnt down all the trees and the fire would spread. So that's why we do not have many trees as today. We might ask the question, what if they never went extinct? Dinosaurs never went extinct. That question shall be answered in a future episode, maybe. The snow biome was empty. Yep. Forgot. This is later. I didn't add some of the species. I didn't add this. I know my rights. But the Dunkley thing, it left from it left because, well, it would die. It would die out. There's these lizards, spectrodivers, and Utah raptors. They made it here, but they killed them off. Spectrodivers, because the big meteorite pushed them away from their main home. So they took over. They evolved from South America, but they came here. This XC was a T-Rex Spectrum hybrid. Get some tinier teenage T-Rexes. No, they were actually dwarf teenage T-Rexes, so they were tiny enough. Because once the T-Rex, a teenager, can start breeding, if the babies will be weak, they'll be all runts. Will be considered a runt. To them, but an alpha to the spectrum. They would be considered like alpha African spectrum invaders, but runt T-Rexes. That's basically what would happen to it. But a runt dwarf T-Rex. I mean, a runt dwarf. Actually, it'd be like just a regular runt T-Rex. That's how strong it would be. It would be like a god to spectrum invaders. They'd be after a couple of African spectrum invaders. Well, their ancestor, mated with a T-Rex. So, the meteorite that hit here, it'd be hidden different. Hold up, I have to add the fire to every meteorite. Except for lava. Since it was so cold there, it actually created lava because they needed to generate so much heat. Except this would hurt the world for years. It also led the world to become complete darkness for a month on end. Be complete. It'd be the time that it destroyed this It actually didn't destroy the sun, but it made the sun look like the moon. The sun looked like the moon, but it actually was still the sun. All the smoke and dust clouded it. And there's no daylight cycle. And so, no time. There'd be no time. Forever darkness. I mean, Africa was affected the least. Because it was already so hot there, it really affected it the least. But South America, it affected the most. South America, all the trees you loved and knew, gone. Anything you loved, gone. Everything, gone. Since, the air changed, it became much lower. See, the air would rise for like a little bit, a tiny bit of the air was. But all this water would also sort of drain a bit. Since, the world's changing. Something can't be around forever. You already see all the species you already saw before, all doing what they do all day, but now they all started sleeping. And so, but nothing would wake them up once they went to sleep. I thought sort of made Earth go slower. So instead of being 365 days a year, it'd be 400 days a year. Which meant the Earth actually went slower that's how much it affected the planet. So many animals just die out. A lot of animals were actually killed in the impact, but not all went extinct, because, Earth would be hidden different. Now look at what this did to South America. Everything burning down. Excuse me? What? So many species just still roam, not knowing what's going on. The last human ancestors, I should say, they're hiding under all these bushes. Well, the world would end. Because in this day and age, the Earth changed. Actually, the Minmi was the ancestors to us humans nowadays. Look how tiny it is. One day this tiny little rodent, haired creature, weird, hairy-looking ankylosaurus. Actually, it's part of the ankylosaurus family. It would become us one day. Which means us humans once came from the ankylosaurus family. Well, whenever us humans are looking at the family tree, go back to the ankylosaurus. Go back to looking at the ankylosauruses, please. Some of these humans. This is actually not true at all.